Luigi's Mansion 3 walkthrough. As Egad is about to warn us, this door is the point of no return, so if there's anything else you want to do before you defeat the final boss, do it now, go back to the elevator, otherwise say you're ready and head on up to the top of the hotel.
Come on, let's go. Hey, come on. Luigi, let's go. Yeah, this way. Wahoo! Come on. Hey, come on. Oh, whoa, let's go. Up, yep, wah, yeah, oh, yeah. Come on, bro.
Oh.
Luigi, come on. Oh, please, help. Luigi.
Whoa! Phew! Yes! Yahoo!
Yes. Oh.
King Boo is a pretty difficult boss for this game, at least compared to every other boss that we've played so far. So if you noticed, I actually piled up all the bones that I was able to, so I now have 10. But I think that probably removed my chances of getting the A+ or S+ or whatever rating at the very end. So if you want to try to get that rating, then don't spend any money in this game and try to collect as much money as possible. But for now, if you want to defeat King Boo your first time, then you will probably want to buy a lot of bones just so you can keep resurrecting, because his initial attacks aren't too bad, but they do get worse. So we saw a giant tongue, and we're going to see that tongue more than once. We saw all the squares light up, and we had to jump on the one that was not going to shock us. And now he's throwing fireballs, which he's done pretty much in every single game that he's been in, I think. He throws fireballs from his crown. So eventually, he's going to come up in the middle here, and he's going to throw a spike ball at us, and then there's going to be a lot of one of these little bombs in there, and we need to pick up the bomb and throw them at him while his mouth is open, like kind of how he's coughing, like he is right now. Of course, I'll get it eventually. There we go. Wait for the little aimer to show up before you actually fire, or you'll miss like 5 of them, like I just did. And then he will fall onto the floor, and his tongue will pop out, and you're gonna suck that back and throw him around a few times. You are going to need both Luigi and Luigi to do this though, so make sure that you get them both out. And some of the ceiling is going to get cracked by doing that. That is okay though. And this is a very long boss fight. If you die, if you get a game over, I should say. If you get a game over at any point during this boss fight, you do have to repeat the whole thing. So it's just kind of a little lengthy, tedious fight you have to deal with, but it is still a very fun one, and I think it was a great ending for this game, just for a final boss. I think they would have had a hard time doing much better, but it's still, you know, when you have to spend so much dang time just getting back to the part that you died at, it can be a little bit annoying. So in his second phase, he's going to have 2 of himself spawned, and he's going to jump up and then slam down onto the ground. Only one of them will actually create the shockwave. And this is the point where you really don't want to get hit, if possible. If you can dodge enough attacks without taking damage, that will send him into the phase where you can actually hurt him faster. So that spike ball throwing phase, he'll go to that faster, and that phase gets delayed the more damage that you take. And it's pretty easy right now not to take a whole lot of damage because there's only 2 of him, but after this there will be 3 of him, and that one's a little bit worse, so you'll maybe see what I mean. And if you notice right there, he whacked me, and I guess he got moved in the middle of another attack, so that didn't really stop him. That kind of swirly tongue move is really annoying to dodge. I'm really surprised that I dodged that one so well. But you'll see what I mean when you get here. That swirly tongue is kind of hard, just depth perception, I think. Okay, so he's finally in the spike ball phase again, and some of them are going to have spike balls, some of them are not. And we're going to have to guess which Boo has, or which Boo is the real Boo. And if we get the wrong one, which I did, then we're going to have to go through all the phases all over again. I think the second Boo might come back when this attack is over with. I guess we'll find out in a second. And yep, there's both of them again. So that's kind of the other thing that can lengthen the time it takes to defeat this guy, is if you're going for the wrong Boo, then you have to deal with all of his attacks yet again. So we just went through a whole phase of them, and it looks like now, yep, he's going to do more ground slamming, so that time only the second Boo is the one that had the slam, and then I got in a bad spot there, so he's not actually going to finish that move. He's going to laugh at us and then leave, and then he'll move on to a new one. And this time he right away goes for the spike balls, so maybe there's a little bit of chance involved. That was kind of lucky. And hearts do like to come out of there. But he's going to only do the spike ball once. This guy is a little bit confusing sometimes. And then I'm going to throw the bomb in him, and very nice, got the right one that time. So we'll just suck up his tongue again, pop out Luigi, and then go on over and throw him around for a second time. And now we can get ready for the third phase of King Boo. Now he is super angry, and to make matters worse, for some reason Nintendo decided they had to slap a timer on top of this. So not only do you have to try to take less damage with 3 King Boos attacking you now, you have to somehow defeat him in less than 4 minutes. Now that's actually not very hard, but man, I hate timers in games. I think they're cheap, and I don't think they belong. I thought this was stupid. So right away he is going to throw a lot of bombs at us, and there's really just no way to really avoid getting damage here, but you can probably pick one up and then throw them willy-nilly and hope that you can just hit the guy. I was not very lucky there. I managed to throw the bomb just right into other bombs and only ended up taking tons of damage. But if you do that a little bit more elegantly than I did, then you should be able to hurt him pretty early, and this time limit won't be as big of a deal. But as we see right now, he's just throwing tons of fireballs at us, and we're just going to dodge those, so little steps left and right are the best way. And then there's going to be a lot of tongue slapping here. This is probably the worst attack that he'll do with 3 of him. It can be a little bit hard to keep track of all the boos that are attacking, and I think I survived that just fine. This one's going to be a little bit harder to survive, and it took damage, so they're all going to laugh at me, and that's just how it goes. So I have 2 minutes left. I think I still managed to defeat this guy no problem, but he's going to probably revert back to his earlier attacks, so yep, that'll be the ground slamming one. Again, only one of them is going to create the shockwave, and the bigger deal is going to be avoiding getting squished. So just stay away from the shadows, and that one I don't... Even watching the video right now, I'm surprised that that one hit me. So, I die. I think that was probably the first time in the game I had died, and as I said earlier, I actually bought 10 bones, and I was kind of hoping to get through the fight without needing them, but you know what, whatever. I don't really need to show the perfect gameplay. I don't think the main gist is getting across. So when we die there and we get resurrected, we respawn at the beginning of this guy's 3rd phase, which means we get the timer reset and everything else mostly reset. And he started off immediately with the spike balls, so I picked the wrong boo there, and I'm sure there's a way to tell which one's the right one. I just don't actually know it. I know I should, but oh well. And then I get hit by a fireball, so he's gonna laugh at me and then go into another laughing phase, and then throw more tongues at us. And the tongue dodging itself really isn't too difficult, but it's when the swirly tongue comes up right here. Let's see if I survive this one now. It's like you gotta try to go under the big part. I got under that one, got under that one, and do I make it under this one? Yeah, I do. Okay, somehow made it under that one. And you go into the spike ball phase a lot quicker if you don't take damage, so I think he might do that next. Let's find out here. Nope, he's gonna start jumping at us, and the second one's gonna be the shockwave this time. And that's really just one of the more annoying things about the 3rd phase of King Boo, is that you have to wait on him to start throwing the spikes at you so you get another chance at defeating him at all. And when you're waiting on that, the clock above is just ticking away. I hate timers. This fight is already challenging enough, I think, but finally there's the spike balls. And it looks like the Boo is actually on the right side. I think his hat glows. His crown, I think his crown glows red when it's the right one. So I tried to YOLO it with that bomb there and I missed it. So I think that's how you tell, because we'll see right here. And now it still looks like, actually maybe not. I would guess the middle one right now, but I don't actually know. So lots of bombs again, the whole bomb parade, and I think I might manage to suck one up. Nope. And yeah, this fight's not going super well right now. Let's see, any way to tell there? No, I don't think so. I don't actually know how to tell. Yeah, I have no idea. So that bomb blew up, and we're gonna get this one and then just throw it. Got lucky. That's all that was. Really, this was a super sloppy boss fight video, but that's okay. We're done. We just have to get Luigi out and then start throwing him around for the final time, and that's it. That's the final boss. We're done with Luigi's Mansion 3. So there's just going to be cutscenes and credits, and thank you for watching this walkthrough. I'm going to have 2 more videos that I probably won't narrate for the collectibles, and then after this, I think I'll continue with Kenna and possibly Metroid Dread, and then whatever else sounds interesting to me. So thank you for watching this walkthrough, and I'll see you in my next video.
Oh. Ah. Phew. Oh, hello. Oh. Okay. Uh-huh.
Woo! Oh! Yahoo!
Oh yeah! Huh? Yeah.
Luigi.
Way to go, bro. Thanks, bro. Oh yeah.
Yay!
Oh. Huh? Huh? Okay.
オメガルイーキオドジレ君
Oh yeah. Bye bye. Bye. Bye bye. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Bye, everybody.